Shin Yende Gyempadi, Sangye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi, Jokun Namdak Shingla Druparsho, Idang Guru Radna Mandala Kandir Yatayami, Sangye Chirang Tsogi Chognamla, Jangchu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuji, Dagi Chunyengi Vesanamki, Drola Benchir Sangye Druparsho, Sangye Chirang Tsogi Chognamla, Janchu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuji, Daki Chunyengi Vesanamki, Drola Benchir Sangye Druparsho, Sangye Chirang Tsogi Chognam La, Janchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi, Dagi Chunye Gipe Sonamki, Drola Penchir Sangye Drupar Sho.
Yay, homework.
All right. Yeah. What sort of fear are the four freedoms of from fear free of? Wow, that's hard to say. What sort of fear are the four freedoms from fear free up? Can't do it.
Fear of saying how awesome you are?
Say again, word.
The fear of saying how awesome you are?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Term for the four freedoms from fear.
I don't know. Chikpe She?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, Chinzum, did you just say it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I just said she.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, you're not crazy, word, but it's in this case, it's Minjik. Minjik Pashi. So yeah, basically, the four relate to confidence in asserting one's enlightened achievements. I didn't try to make you guys list the four here. However, I did ask you for these three. I want the Tibetan term for the three types of not needing protection. And then I do want you to tell me the three.
Sungwon Mepasum.
Yeah, cool. What are the three?
Let's see. Activities of body, speech, and mind. Where you don't have worries that other people will find. Oh, you're not. You don't have worries about concealing your mistakes.
Yeah.
Because you never have that kind of state of mind.
Yeah, great. Sure, great, nice problem to have. Okay. Look, I mean, it was such a, making you guys spit out these lists didn't seem wildly productive to me. So I'm going to ask you, since we just achieved a major thing, exactly where we are in the text. And then what the Tibetan term is for the section that we're entering.
Sumpan Drebula.
Yeah, it is the Sumpa section. It is the third section. It's the Drebu section, meaning the what section?
Results.
The results of what? I mean, in what context? It's the third. No, that's great. I mean, you'd get out scot-free, but now I'm going to press you just for fun. What are the other two sections? It's the third section of what?
Let's see, the foundation, the path, and the result.
Yeah, which are divisions of what presentation?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're looking for there.
Well, what's the book about generally? And it's easier than you think.
Each school's philosophy.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So that's a division of what school's philosophy?
Well, this will be
right?
Prasangika.
No, sort of, except that technically we wouldn't call that a school. Sort of, right? But yeah, sort of like it. But I guess it's a Siddhanta. Is it a Siddhanta? Even though we wouldn't call it a school, I think that's debatable. But we say there are four and only four. So this is a branch of a Siddhanta. It's a branch of a school. And it's the higher branch. Keshal, are you okay? Oh, you're muted. You look like you're about to be attacked by hawks.
No, there is a hawk attacking my birds actually.
Oh, okay. All right. You can tell that was definitely your hawk face. Yeah, right. Great. But I think we could divide the whole text up into Buddhist and non-Buddhist, and we could divide, we're in the Buddhist section, we could divide all the Buddhists up into the 4 schools, the detailists, the sutrists, the mind-only school, and the middle way school. We could divide the middle way school into the independent branch and the consequence branch, and we can divide our presentation of the consequence branch into the description of the original condition of someone practicing the path, the description of the path itself, which for whatever reason includes a bunch of superpowers that you get at very high states. Why that wouldn't be in the result, for Pete's sake, I don't know. But now we're done with that, which seemed like it was the result of the path while we were in the path, and now we're going to talk about the result of the path.
Maybe we'll talk about the path.
Oh, we did.
Just kidding.
Oh, right, maybe. All right, cool.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, pleasure.
Cool, nice job. Wait, did you do vocabulary words or you kind of covered that already?
I do all along the way. I tend to
Alright.
do it per each one.
Okay, cool. Got it. Nice job, Dr. Kramer. Let's get to your text. Oh, I got a tampe for you guys.
Oh,
You
Okay.
ready? This could be this week's tampe. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Mm. If hope is behind you,
No, the gap is the verbalizer for Rewa.
oh, if you're hoping,
Yeah, if you have hopes,
if you have
Deal.
hope,
Ain't gonna come.
yeah, they never work out. It's a commentary on not hoping for stuff. Like, okay, just work, don't hope, okay? Why is it relevant to Dr. Kramer's text at this point?
Oh, I've known the answer for a long time.
Because you have to do the work, or you're not
Yeah,
going to get the
actually,
result.
No. He thinks he's gonna finish today, but
Oh.
I came up with something else.
No. I stopped believing you telling me that a long time ago.
Okay, just so you don't get too disappointed. Okay, Summa Debula. Let's talk about the result of the path and how it's going to change the original condition. And thank you, Dr. Kramer, for saying original condition. All right, here we go. Niente
Also,
la.
you didn't happen to, I'm supposed to check at this point to see if you were gonna go backwards, and I don't know if you would have had time yet. You might not have had time.
Yeah, I didn't have time.
Okay, no problem. All right, cool.
Okay, but I will.
No, I'm sure of it.
Okay,
You always do.
go ahead.
Okay. Niente la shugne ge ki namsha kyang jela.
Good.
Oh boy.
Yes, it means they also do the 8-part division into entering and staying that we
Right.
saw in the listener schools. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And we had it before, and I just copied and pasted it from before.
Yeah, we did.
You take the 4 results of the path of virtue, right?
Yeah.
Which are called what? Gyunshuk. I'll give you the first one for free.
Yeah. Right. Entering the stream.
Yeah, and then Chirong.
Um.
Lenchik Chirong.
Once returner.
Yeah, once returner.
Yeah.
Cheer
Okay.
me on misspelled, thank you.
Yeah. Not gonna return her.
Yeah, and then a Drachomba.
Yeah, I have to say, Utpala was right, and we are beginning our presentation of the result by talking about the path.
Yeah, well, in a sense, the J part of the two-part process, right? It's one of those cases where it's similar to Parche Melam and Namdolam. What does that mean? It's similar to Parche Melam and Namdolam.
The direct perception of emptiness,
And then,
and then the aftermath.
yeah, it means oftentimes these spiritual realizations are divided into two parts,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
before
are?
and after you saw it.
Realization and the integration time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Literally, it's called the Bangja Bangbek Cup, the period during which you're fighting, like your
Uh-huh.
sense of acceptance is fighting with your jealousy.
Uh-huh.
And you know you can't sleep, and you're trying not to be jealous, and then the next morning you get up and you beat the jealousy. That's called debu. That's called result period. And then shuk means the fighting time. Okay, the time that you're fighting your mental affliction. Okay, so anyway, each of these four is divided into two, which makes eight. Fighting and being there after the fight. Okay, yay.
Right.
And then there's a big debate of whether, I don't know, whether the Chirong is having a shuk period during the Ne period of the Ginshuk. Yeah. The stream mentor guy is enjoying his victory, but isn't he already starting the war with the obstacles to achieving once returner? Okay. All right. All right, here we go. Please read. And Mr. Lowenhout is going to check. And we have to thank Tim for incredibly difficult work at the hotel to keep us paid. And I just want to bow down to you one more time.
Thank you.
And how he can keep a friendly attitude and do both those jobs is beyond me. I would be grumpy and complaining.
He's an exemplar.
Okay, Nyangde.
Nyangde la lak che lak me ni mi nepe nyangde sum. Lak che lak me ki deni rang yu pa tar min juk par den nang ki lak ma dang che ma che tang. Nyangde ni ki nang ne dang por lak me nyangde top ge par she.
Good job.
You know this principle, and here it is. Finally, you can see it in writing. Okay, so there's three kinds of nyangde, and explain the first line.
Yeah, nyangde flak che nirvana with something left over, nirvana with nothing left over, and the nirvana which does not stay.
Good. In the two extremes of samsara and lower peace, or something like it. Okay.
Right.
Because we're talking about Madhyamika nirvana, right? Okay. Right. Now, what's the dun of Lakte and Hangme?
Yeah. What the point of it, or the meaning of it in this case?
Yeah. What's it mean to say something's left over, and what's it mean to say nothing's left over? We are not going to describe it, mijokpar, as the Rangyup.
Okay, yeah, right, as the lower middle wave turkeys would.
Yeah, good. I like the turkey. Denange Hlamadan Chepa, if you still have something left over in the sense of Den Bar Drupe Nangwa.
Yeah, it's things appearing to you as truly existing.
Good. So here, having leftover or not having leftover means, do you still see things as self-existent? Okay.
Yeah, right.
And normally, having something left to get rid of and then having nothing left to get rid of should come in that order.
Yeah, right.
But in the highest school of all, they say,
right, they say it comes in the reverse order because the direct perception of emptiness has there are no nothing appears to you as if it were truly existent in that state.
Good. Yeah. And then you actually drop down and you go back to Lakche.
Right.
When you come out of the direct perception, you pick up your baggage again. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then if you keep doing that over and over again, you will reach Minete Nyangde.
Right. The nirvana that doesn't stay in either. Right.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool.
The knee here then? I mean, which two Nyangdes are
I'm
you
sorry.
saying? I'm sorry. Nyangde ni ki nangne.
Oh yeah, that means Lakche Lagme.
Okay. Okay.
Of these two nirvanas, which one goes first? Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, sure.
Cool. Good question. All right. Gina Rivera, who is the genius that makes all the mixed nuts books.
Yeah.
The
Oh, well.
wonderful genius lady who makes all these books is gonna check Dr. Kramer on the next line. Be
Okay.
tough, Gina.
Okay.
Okay. Thekchen la kusum tsepa tinle dang chepa nam dipar ma se rangyupa dang sem tsam pe kyang keleno.
Nice. You can translate this. Take chen la kumse kusum zepa dan tine dan chepa nam dipa mase angiba dan sensambe kyankinen. Dipar means here in the Tangyurwa, okay?
Yeah, okay.
In this school. Okay. Now, as far as this presentation of the three bodies of what?
Yeah, the three bodies of an enlightened being.
Yeah, along with the chinlays that they undertake.
Their enlightened activities.
Cool. Dipar Masek, not only are they shared in this school, but they're also shared by the Rangyupas and the Simtambas.
Okay, yeah. Right.
The presentation of the bodies into three. How many presentations of the bodies of the Buddha are there?
2, 3,
Two,
4,
three,
5.
and four. I don't know about 5. 2, 3, and 4 for sure. Okay.
Five.
Okay.
What's the fifth one?
Three common presentations, 2, 3, and 4. And there's some debate about them in different schools. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we're going to do the three bodies. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. What are the three bodies? Keep checking him, Gina.
Kusum ni chuku lonku tuku sumo. The three bodies are the Dharma body, the truth body, the enjoyment body, and the emanation body.
Yeah, I like to call it reality body, the first one. But just, I change every couple of years.
You do. It's fine.
Yeah. By the way, it's important to, I think, to say whenever you teach the three bodies that they are not
Bodies.
Shin bone.
they're not bodies, okay? Like it's just different aspects of an enlightened being. Okay, because when you say three bodies, it kind of seems like he's got to buy 3 pairs of pants and 6 pairs of six shoes, and
Yeah, but actually he needs
It's
so
not
many
like-
more than that.
Okay, one more, Gina, Miss Georgina. Let's go.
Chukulani te pangba kus chukutang dokpa chuku.
Yeah, now the body of reality
Yeah.
has 2 divisions.
Yeah.
One is the having given up
Oh,
bad things, having given up bad things. And I think it's a joke because you can take it as nyomongi chok and you can take it as gakcha. Okay. So really the bamba part of the chuku is a negation. It's an absence. Okay. That's the important thing. It's a negative. It's a negative. Okay. It's what the Buddha is not. Okay. And then there's the Topachuku, which is their state of,
Realization.
yeah, the state of mind. Okay, cool. So really the two parts of the Dharma body in the presentation of three bodies is, the emptiness of the Buddha
Yeah.
and then the realizations of that emptiness of the Buddha. Are the
Yeah.
two
I mean,
parts.
we hope that's what he means. It's kind of a surprising word for him to use, right, Bangba?
Yeah, it is. He's gonna say a little more about it, I think. Okay. And yeah, it's an unusual expression.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else about this. What was that? Oh, I like when I teach this, and I'm hoping some of you guys will teach with me at the DCI events now. I have a plan to have Mixed Nuts teach with me at some of the, there'll be 5 online DCI global events this year. And I'm hoping to have some of the Mixed Nuts teach with me. So when I teach the 3, when I get to this body, what does Grandpa like to say about this body?
I mean, this, I mean, I classically,
What I'd like to say about achieving this body.
you have already, in a sense.
Yeah. You've always had part of this body.
Yeah.
You've always had part of you have Rangshineri, right? You have the Tathagata Garbha. You have the nature of a part of you is already of the nature of a Buddha. It's your emptiness. And you've had it since you were, forever. Okay.
Right.
So I like to say to people, there's these schools of thought which say you're already a Buddha, you just have to recognize it. We consider that a grossly mistaken viewpoint. But to say that there's a part of you which has always been enlightened, that's correct. Yeah. Okay. And that's when you're teaching students, and it looks like they have to spend 20 years on this stuff like Mr. Kramer did, and they're going to get discouraged. So I think it's nice to take this occasion to pump people up. Okay. All right. Let's get a new torturer.
It's interesting though. That's what's uncomfortable about the wording he used by saying Pongba, because I don't have the part of me that already eliminated my obstacles.
Yeah, good. But if you say it's gotcha Pama.
Well, right, which is what you did, but he didn't. I'm sure. But now he's saying Noaniku, so
here we go.
That's more comfortable.
Ina, would you like the chicken? Tamboni.
Tangmo ni Noaniku tang ni pa ni yeshe chuku te namkien tang tunchi.
Which means what?
Interesting. The essence, body, and oh no, the two, right? No ni kudang.
Yeah. By the way, he's referring
for the second one. Got it.
Yeah, he's referring back to the 2 he just listed. Yeah.
Okay. The nyo niku. Well, I mean, yeah. So the essence body and the wisdom body, in the sense of omniscience.
Yeah.
Mean the same thing as those 2 we did above. I'm confused by the placement of nipa, by the placement of the word 2 here.
Oh yeah, and by the way, it was kind of mean because he put a comma after Damboni and he didn't put a comma after Nipan. So Bangba, so the 2 bodies he just mentioned.
Got it.
He just mentioned 2 versions of the Dharmakaya, and now he says, Pampachuku really refers to.
Yeah, it refers to the Ngoan Yiku, right?
Good.
And right.
Pampachuku refers to the.
Refers to the Yeshichuku, which means omniscience.
Which is the same thing as omniscience.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Okay.
So
that's
there
great.
he clarified your question. He was anticipating your question. Okay. Yeah, Ngoanyi means emptiness, right? The emptiness body. Cool. What's the Sanskrit around here? Do you guys, what's Yeshichuku?
Jnana Dharmakaya.
Good. What's Ngoanyi?
Svabhavakaya.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. What's
Yeah.
Chuku?
Nirmanakaya,
Yeah. And what's Longchupeku?
Sambhogakaya.
Nice. Good. So the Sanskrit names tend to come up, and it's good to know the difference. Okay. All right. We're going to discuss the body of enjoyment, the enjoyment body, because Longchupa can mean stuff that you enjoy, and Longchupa can mean to enjoy that stuff. Okay. So go ahead. And who's checking? Alex Rivas. Yay.
Longchudzopeku, ni nengepa okmin konar shukpa sok ngepa nga denyin la.
Yeah. There's a famous prenasal here. Okay. Ngepanganden. Okay. Ngepanganden.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Now, the definition of the enjoyment body is simply to list the 5 things that are fixed.
Yeah.
Meaning what? They're
Um,
always the same.
Yeah,
So
right.
when you define the enjoyment body, you just say, look, there's 5 things, 5 parts of the enjoyment body, and if you're missing one of them, you don't have an enjoyment body. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So ngepangandan is the definition. It's the short definition of the enjoyment body. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
He gave nengepa. He gave only one.
Yeah, okay. The fact that it stays in the highest heaven, it stays in Oakman.
Yeah. Akanishta or something like that. It's a weird word. Below no other. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the place is definite. Ngepa. The place is fixed. If you're
Right.
not in that place, you don't have an enjoyment body. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
I went and got you the list. Okay.
Yeah,
The
we
whole
also
5.
we also did the list. We also have included the list in a footnote already.
Oh, well, let's skip it then.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, because the listeners wanted to say that we were breaking. Oh, well, it's in the appendix. The listeners wanted to say that we were breaking the seal of impermanence by saying that the Buddha stays in his paradise forever.
Right. Okay. Well, let's read the 5 for your audience here.
Surely.
Yeah, they're very brief. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Kyuku,
Gyuku, Ngepa, Tsenpe, Seldzokki, Jepatang.
yeah, and read here a dung. Okay. Okay. Translate.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Tepa means to be embellished as how a throne is embellished with jewels.
Yeah. Okay. So embellished with the signs and marks, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, and they must be Sela and they must be Dzogpa.
Yeah, clear and complete.
Yeah, because world emperors have
them
indistinct ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which are not complete. Okay, good.
Okay. His body.
Good. Their body is fixed.
Yeah.
Body's fixed, and then the place is fixed. We had it already.
Yeah.
And then the core, the retinue is fixed at what?
Yeah, I mean, Shata, I mean, should bodhisattvas, aryas in this case, surround them.
Yeah, always, invariably. Okay.
Yeah.
Shut.
Yeah.
Anyone
that bodhisattva aryas.
Chanchu Samba Pakpa Yimba. Yeah. It's a short word, right?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
If you're sitting around a Buddha in their paradise body form, you are always Arya Bodhisattva. Okay. Chungepa.
Yeah, the Dharma is certain in that they only speak Mahayana teachings.
Great, perfect. And the what do you call that?
The time.
The duration. The
Yeah.
duration is definite. What's that?
Yeah, they stay there until the cycle is emptied, until samsara is emptied of suffering beings.
Yeah, until there's no suffering beings left over.
Yeah.
And then he throws in, it's a sukiku.
Oh, it's a physical body. The physical body stays until
Yeah.
all suffering beings.
Meaning, I have just defined one of the two physical bodies. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
I have a proposal for you.
Okay.
Your book is actually short. It's gonna be. This is the diamond cutter. Your book's gonna be about half that.
Uh-huh.
I propose to beef it up at 2 points here at the end. One is they talk about the marks and signs and marks. I'm taking sign nowadays as the major and the mark as the minor, okay?
Okay.
Because sign sounds more major than mark. So there's the 112. Sorry, what is it? 32 and
80.
80.
yeah, 80, 32 major, 80 minor, right?
Okay.
32 signs and 80 marks. I worked really hard on this when I taught Kamala Shiva. And I made a document of all of them.
Okay.
It's here. And I gave this reading out to participants in that Lam Rim retreat. You know, it gives the original, you know,
Sure.
and then I list all of them. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
S means science. Because they're a little bit difficult. Some of them are confusing. And then here's the marks, okay? And then along with the original verses, okay?
Yes.
And so if you want to, you could include that as an appendix at this point.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but we're appendicizing a footnote, right? Like he didn't mention the signs and marks. It was our footnote that
No.
mentioned the signs and marks.
Did he? That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. I still think it's worth it.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, I'm skeptical of its direct relevance.
Yeah. Well, cook the idea. I think it would make the book more useful to people.
Okay.
And then here's a discussion of the karma that creates each one, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. And that's all. So
Okay.
I'll give it to you and you can think about it.
Okay.
And then, where are we? Okay, let's go on to, oh, here you go, by the way, he does mention it. Here you go.
Oh,
Read
okay.
this. Dela.
Okay, that's better. All right.
Yeah.
Dele ku ngepani chak shap kor lo tsemba sok tsen so ni dang semo sak do sok pe je gye chu ngawa yin no.
Nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
What does it mean when we say the holy body is always the same or always fixed? Well, that's 32 major signs
Yeah, cool.
and 80 minor marks, and he gives one each. Okay. What's his first one? What's he give an example? What does he give as an example of the sign, major sign?
Yeah, he has a wheel on his hand.
Yeah, he has a Dharma wheel on the palm of his hand and on the sole of his feet.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
He's got 4. All right.
Mhm.
And then as far as the 80 minor marks, his semos are sangok. You had Naka as a non-Buddhist sage's name. Naka Dirgas,
His throat or something.
long fingernails.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but sang means this spelling means copper colored. okay, copper
Oh,
color, or bronze
okay.
color. Okay.
Cool.
And then he doesn't mention the other 79 or the other 31. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to.
Well, yeah, I'm much more convinced now. You knew this was coming and I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And here's another proposal for you.
Yeah.
Sungni,
Yeah. Sungni,
please read.
Nyen, Chum Sok Yen Lak Du, Chut Cha Shi Tong.
Yeah. What about the Sung?
His speech
Yen Lak-
has,
Yeah.
yeah, the, uh,
64
yeah, 64 what?
Qualities of his
qualities
speech.
of a Buddhist speech. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they include gentle words. Okay. Soft and gentle wording. Okay.
Okay.
So I taught this as part of a DCI course about leadership. And I had a fun with it. I took the 64 qualities and turned them into ways that a executive in a business should speak. And it was fun.
Yeah.
So I went and got, I created that from this guy here, okay? And there's two works that I used.
Yes.
One was by Muchu Dhammapada,
Yes.
and the other was by Vasubandhu.
Okay.
And the differences were interesting. So here's the 64 according to Muchu Dhammapada. And I did a quick translation, okay? I did it in the airport, sitting with Jigme in the airport. I did a quick translation, okay?
Okay.
And then Vasubandhu's list was slightly different. And it's down here. And you can compare them if you're interested. Here's
Okay.
Master Vasubandhu.
Okay.
And it's from his mind only text. Okay. Mahayana Sutra Alankara. Okay. Where is and he gives the 60. By the way, sometimes the 64 is shortened to 60. Okay. And then I tried to correlate his list to Muchu's list.
Okay.
And you can see some different numbers here.
Okay.
And I decided the lists were compatible.
Okay. Does
And,
Mulcher do the 60 or the 64?
Muchu does 64.
Okay, great.
And Vasubandhu does 60, and it's common to shorten it to 60. And here's the sutra, which gives the 64.
Oh, wow.
It's called the Ratnakutta Sutra. Okay. And
Yeah.
if you want to have fun, I propose, by the way, I numbered them here. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the original source.
Uh-huh.
And you can work through this and the signs on your own. You don't need me for that. And we don't have to slow down your text.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the, I think, why don't you craft an appendix for each one and put it in your own words? Okay.
Okay.
That's good. And I think you can figure them all out from my quick translation. Okay.
Uh-huh.
2 points. Some people say 64, some people say 60. I think the 64 is correct. And you can find them in the original sutra as 64.
Okay.
It's very common to shorten it to the 60. And the other thing to notice, very, very commonly, they will say that Sarvabhuta Ruta is jnana from the Yoga Sutra.
Yeah. Sarvabhuta, all what is it? Is knowledge of all beings?
K, the K of all of beings.
The gay.
The language. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, right. Sarvabhuta Ruta Jnana, right.
Yeah, it's a city where you speak in Sanskrit and everybody hears their own language.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important in the Christian tradition because that's what Jesus did the second time he came back. he spoke in all the languages, and everybody heard their own language when he spoke.
Mhm.
So they always list that as, and then they say la sopa,
Mhm. Mhm. And the rest.
and it's not in the list. Okay,
Oh,
that one's not in the list. Okay,
uh-huh.
it's not in any of the list. Okay, so you might want to discuss that briefly. Just say, obviously, it is considered the most important holy quality of the Buddha's speech, but and then they attribute it to the 60 qualities, and it's not there. It must be considered a super quality or something. See what I mean?
We need a source for that, though, right?
Yeah, we could get you one. That's not hard. Yeah. So I would say play with this, and it's gonna make your book. The end of your book is tedious,
Mhm.
and I think it's gonna pep it up just before the person ends the book. Okay, I think it's gonna be and it'll
But it's
make the book much more valuable. Yeah,
okay. Sure. Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
Otherwise, they're gonna put the book down at the end and say, "God, that was so tedious," And
Well, yeah, but they don't. But this is an appendix, so there'd
yeah,
still be it's
yeah,
a footnote that's referring them to something that's
yeah,
back material.
But you
yeah.
can recommend, ooh, for exciting stuff, go to this appendix, then come back.
And you could consider including it in the main body of the work. I don't know. The discussion of the marks and where each mark comes from, the karma for each mark is, to me, it's fascinating.
Uh-huh.
And it'd be a nice end to your book because you're about to hit the end.
Right.
Okay, let's go hit the end. Yay! So it's up to you.
Oh,
Sleep on it. Sleep on it.
okay.
Okay. Took.
Tukni she je nam pa kunkien pa de la gedang chuam ngar she pa shin yula dok che yena paktume to.
Yeah, now it's describing the qualities of the Buddha's mind. They know all noble things, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can divide that traditionally into 110 parts. They include a lot of the things we already listed in their enlightened form. And he says you can either learn the qualities of the Buddhist mind by going through those 110, or you can just go through what I just taught you before, because I think most or all of the 110 are found in those piles of lists. Okay.
Okay.
And then he says, and because of his next sentence, I propose we don't list the 110. Okay.
Okay.
Which is, he says, dokche, which means zechik dopatade, right? The different manifestations of this general principle, meaning the whole list.
Mhm.
Yena bakdemema.
I'm not going to split it out here.
Innumerable.
Because it would be bakme.
Oh, there, countless. Good.
Yeah, it's countless. Come on, let's not bother. So I think he has just blessed us to not list the 110.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yay.
Okay.
Now, the very sexy part coming up. Here we go. Who's gonna, Mr. Andrade, will you check him on this sexy part?
Tuku la sunte so dang ba wang dung
B1.
biwang tung ken sok su tupe so bo tuku lami so wo tuku lami pelpa tabu tang ri dang tang chun
Doc.
Yep.
Redoc.
ri dak dang chun xing tu sam sok su tu pe kiewa tuku onkyang tu shi rang ki ku tse dang shen lang zepa. Nika yube shipcha guso sepa
Good.
chunhi ki tsul tumba choki tuku dang sun.
Yeah, and just to flirt with you, here's the end of your book right
All
here.
right. Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
3 more sections to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a long trip. Let's see. I don't know if we can finish today, but okay.
Okay.
Is this our last class for you?
No.
No.
One more. Okay, good. We can do it. Tuku lasum. There's 3 kinds of tukus. One is called Soho tuku. Okay, and this is a new topic for you guys.
Yeah.
Soho tuku means artisan emanation. Emanation as an artisan.
Huh.
It could be an architect, could be a poet, could be a musician. Jimi Hendrix is obviously comes to mind.
Uh-huh.
Jerry Garcia.
What's that?
Jerry Garcia. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Bees laughing. So the biwang means a lute. Okay. And dung, which usually means to beat somebody with a stick, is the verb for playing a lute.
Okay.
Okay.
Strumming, maybe.
Lute player, lute plucker. Okay.
Strumming.
By the way, you Chinese guys, is biwang a Chinese word? Does it
Sounds
mean
like
like a
it,
guitar or something?
Can you say that again?
Is biwang a Chinese word? Biwang. Does it mean a musical instrument?
Piwa.
Piba, Stanley.
Pipa. I don't know.
Yeah, piba is
Okay.
a Chinese instrument.
I think
Okay. It means kind of a stringed instrument like a guitar. Okay. So, etc. Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, you could be an artist in emanation who's painting stuff or building stuff or playing music. Okay, I don't know why they get to be separate. Or you could have a kewatuku. Okay, kewatuku means you actually take birth as a different thing. And by the way, there's a famous. Do you guys know the story about the Buddha having a music competition with another guy?
Uh-uh.
I've only
Oh.
heard about the devil doing that.
Yeah, right.
Oh well, Buddha gets into a music competition with a Gandharva, a celestial musician, and it's a very serious competition. And they start playing, and they play alternate songs, and then suddenly one of the strings of his guitar breaks, and it's a speed contest, and so he has to actually go up, a different octave, right, Kramer, and on three strings. And then the other guy's getting hope, he says, oh, now I can beat this guy. And then stage 2 of the competition, another string breaks. And you know the end of the story. All the strings break on the Buddhist guitar, and he's still playing great. And he wins the contest. Okay. So that's a Sohotuku. Okay. So Kyotuku means you emanate in a certain way, probably for your whole life, you see. And examples are, you might be as a hla or a mi, pelpa, normal. A normal what?
Human or God?
Yeah. You as a deity or as a human.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe you emanate as a ridak. Ridak means wild animal. Animal of the forest, okay? Like deer is the most typical ridak. What's a junshin?
A plant?
Yeah,
Tree.
as a tree. Or as a ship.
Okay.
Or as a sampa, a bridge, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I love this one. I love this. This means you can't trust anybody. This stupid microphone that Seiji gave me, God, it might be a Buddha. Like, we don't know. So, okay. I love that part. It's very tempting to me. Okay, now, but he says there's problems with this last one. Okay, Trushi, who's doing the emanating? Okay, always there's a home base from which you emanate, right? So you're really a Buddha hanging out in the Buddha paradise, and then you send an emanation down to earth that looks like Jesus or something, okay?
Okay.
And the Trushi is your original body. So he says, where is your original body? Okay. When you do things like the Zepa of when you're emanating as a bridge, where are you? Okay. Where's the guy emanating from? Trushi means where are you emanating from? Do you have some independent life going on somewhere else? Rangi could say. Or and how is it that other people can how is it that other people can share the bridge? Okay, Shen Laang Zepa Nika. How can you be in one place, you emanate as a bridge, and someone else uses the bridge? Then where are you? Who are you? You see, he says there's a problem. Okay.
I don't see it.
I don't either. What's the problem?
Well, you have the karma to be, well, they must have the karma to see you as a bridge, right? But where are you? Are you the
You're in,
bridge or?
you're in the
Okay.
highest heaven.
Yeah, okay, good. Anyway, he says, Shipcha Guso. We need to look into this more. Okay, Shipcha means we need to check more carefully. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Okay. Then finally, the third kind of tuku is the Chokituku, which means the supreme emanation body. And that's the one that Tumbas, the Zepachuni.
The one that teaches the 12, the
Oh, this Tumba means to show to show the 12 deeds of a Buddha, right?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, to play out the 12 deeds of a Buddha, the 12 deeds of a Buddha. And then he says Sultamba, which changes the whole verb. Sultamba.
Oh, seems to
Yeah, meaning?
meaning it's a tuku. It's not true.
oh.
It's an emanation.
Nope, it has a deeper meaning.
Oh,
When our Buddha did the Zepachuni in this world,
yeah.
what's really going on?
As a means to teach.
Pretending?
Pretending. Yeah,
Already-
Sultumba means to pretend. Sultumba is an idiom that means pretend to go through the whole thing again.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And Sultumba is an idiom that means to pretend to go through the stuff again. Yeah, and the belief is that he achieved Buddhahood billions of years ago.
Yeah.
And he just shows up on planets and pretends to make the same mistakes again, and then pretends to fix himself again. And that's a cool thing, right?
It's extremely cool, but I'm still confused about his complaint about the middle one. It seems like it would equally apply to the first one and the third one.
Yeah, maybe so. I think he's talking about the difficulty of perceiving the Buddha as a bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just talking about stuff in that one.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
we're at 1 minute.
Okay, well, sit on it. I think, honestly, I have a feeling there's something going on here that I'm not catching. So if you sit on it and you have a deeper insight into it, then let us know at your next class, because
okay.
The wording is difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
And don't assume my little note to myself is correct.
Okay.
Let's see if you can find it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's
Right.
exciting.
Yeah.
You got to the bodies of a Buddha.
Finally.
You must be close to the end. By the way, I don't want to discourage you, but there's a major colophon.
Okay. I'm not
And
discouraged.
I think it's worth it. Look, it's
yeah.
long and it's beautiful. It's extremely beautiful. And it tells us a lot about your author. Okay. And it discusses the person who asked him to write the text is also a fascinating person. So, we have some little, if you want to, we have a little stuff there we can go through.
I want to. I don't find that discouraging at all. I'm game. I think it's great.
Me too. I think it's what makes the mixed nuts special.
Yeah.
That we take our time and we make these. I'm proud of our books. I'm really Word's book is the best mind only book ever done by far, and it's only the first part, you know. And I'm very proud of it. We took all the difficult parts and we struggled, and that book's extremely valuable now. And I think yours is going to be the same. Yep.
Sashi Puki Jukshin Metok Dram Rirab Lingshin Yende Yempadi Sangye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi Rokun Amdak Shingla Druparsho Iranguru Rana Mandala Kaniryatayami Gewadi Kewokun Sunam Yeshe Tok Tok Shing Sunam Yeshe Lechungwe Tampar Kunyi Topar Sho.
Yay,
Thanks, Bob.
Kramer.
Awesome.
Yay.
Oh, we're
Thank you,
coming
Yasha.
down the finish line. I can see the string across the track.
Look, Nick went out and got a parrot.
What? Let me see.
He's got a parrot on his shoulder.
Finish your
Where?
book, man.
Oh,
Oh, hi, Emily. Hi, Emily. Hi, Emily. And she's waving to us. Hi, Emily. Hi, Emily.
There's a fly over there that she's like,
Fly.
Oh,
Look, Amelie, that's all your friends. Look who's there.
hi, Emily.
Hi,
Say hi, say hi.
There's Ethan.
Hi. Hello, Emily. Hi, Nick.
Beautiful.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my God. She looks like a 1950s movie star.
yeah. Speaking of 1950s movie stars, at 9:15, there's yoga with Erin.
Oh,
So
okay.
please join.
I'm going
Should be
to
a fun class. She's been preparing a nice flow for you guys.
Wow, cool.
I have
I
first
can't
hand
go.
knowledge.
I can't go. I'm sorry. I'm leaving for a little while. But maybe Michael.
Grandpa has a gout attack going on, so I have an
Oh.
excuse.
Yeah, it was the. I think it was the Indian food. They might have put chickpea flour, something,
Yeah.
because it was
Sorry,
weird,
Grandpa.
and it couldn't have been anything else.
But you know, Erin's also a tough teacher, so it's the perfect timing. Okay. All right, I'll see you guys tonight.
I mean, you have relief.